Here at Davis Autosports, we are very excited to offer you this absolutely gorgeous, near flawless, and partially restored 02 E46 M3 Coupe. Here at Davis Autosports, if you're unfamiliar with us, please pause this video and go to our website. It's davisautosports.com right there. And that way you can kind of get familiar on who we are and what we're about and everything else. We got this vehicle in quite some time ago, and it was such a beautiful vehicle. We got it in on trade-in, and like with most of our vehicles go through a reconditioning, and we're just big E46 M3 fans here, so we did a partial restore, if you will, to this vehicle. There's a ton of new items on this vehicle. This first part of this video, I'll just do a quick walk around to kind of give you an overall condition evaluation of the vehicle. Tons and tons of new parts, so please pay attention to the video. I doubt I'll be able to get everything on this video, but it will be in the content of the listing for sale. Extremely high demand 6-speed manual transmission, no SMG. We also have a majority of the stock parts that we swapped out for on this vehicle. Not everything, but a majority of it. So most of that stuff that we have will be included with the vehicle as well. This vehicle drives 100%. Besides doing a lot of cosmetic, suspension and visual and interior upgrades, we did a lot of servicing to the vehicle as well. So starting off with the exterior, brand spanking new front bumper, carbon fiber diffusers up front, black. These are brand new grills all the way around the vehicle. They're not the factory ones that have been painted. Brand new matte black grills all the way around that we installed, brand spanking new. We have BBS Motorsport wheels that we just installed, drilled and slotted brakes, fully adjustable coilovers. Right now it's sitting at a nice stance. We can adjust it to your specs, but we figured the general public would like the stance that it's at right there, not too aggressive, and much better than stock. So back to upgrades, stopped off at the coilovers. Brand spanking new tires. They have 0 mile, or maybe a mile on them from us driving. We done a ton of little stuff to the vehicle as well. The hood cowls, if you're familiar with these, you know they get dry rotted and cracked up. We've had E46s in with 20, 30, 40,000 miles where they were damaged. So the hood cowls, that's fully replaced and brand new. If you're familiar with the seals all along the edges, I highly doubt you've seen one that it's not dry rotted and cracked up. So all brand new seals from ECS tuning all the way around the vehicle. So none of your seals are cracked or dry rotted. The body itself was in great condition. We did a full paint correction service to the vehicle. If you're unfamiliar with that, please go to our website and check out our vehicle reconditioning page. Just the paint correction alone was probably a 2 to 3 day service on the vehicle, and your end result is absolutely beautiful paint. You will not find one single dent or ding on the vehicle. The paint correction didn't do anything with dings. It just does, it's just a clear coat and paint process, but the body itself, before we got it, had absolutely no dents or dings. So extremely straight body on the vehicle. Once again, please keep in mind, these are new wheels, brand spanking new tires, brand spanking new drilled and slotted rotors and coilovers as well. Coming around to the back of the vehicle, brand spanking new LED lights in the back, and they are a slightly smoke gray, which obviously gives it a nice beautiful look, being it's a gray exterior vehicle. We did a 3M carbon fiber roof and spoiler lid. We will be more than happy to take that off if you don't want it on there, but it is authentic picking up on camera, but it's 1080 high gloss 3M carbon fiber wrapping. Front bumper is authentic carbon fiber. It's not wrapped, it's real carbon fiber. As you see, the headlights have no oxidation or condensation. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful car. Take a look down the passenger side, and there's literally not one single dent or ding. I'm going to go ahead and scan the whole side for you guys. Once again, please note, brand new trim all the way down the side. The vehicle had some light tint on it. It was probably tint that was originally put on the vehicle back in 02, 03. It had very slight discoloring, so we took the tint off. I like tint on some vehicles, I don't like it on others. I think this vehicle looks very, very clean without tint. We would be more than happy to add tint for you guys if requested. We only use 3M tint. We won't use anything else. So due to that, it would be expensive to do the vehicle, given the quality and the cost of the tint. So if you're looking for a lifetime warranty on the tint and everything, we'll probably charge about $400 for the tint. I can't go in all the detail on everything that we did service-wise to this vehicle in this video. I will have all that content in the listing. We did a ton of service and maintenance to it, from seals to gaskets to fluid changes, the whole nine. This vehicle runs absolutely perfect. A lot of hoses were replaced, just everything. New valve cover, just tons of stuff, I should say, valve cover, gasket. But an absolute ton of services were performed. And a lot of the stuff that comes with the vehicle is in perfect condition. We just took it off. It also had Bilstein suspension on it. Interior wise, this vehicle is in absolutely phenomenal condition for the year and the mileage. We made it even nicer since we got it in. If you notice, all the trim on the doors, you look at other vehicles, they're all nicked up. The trim is absolutely beautiful. It's perfect. The seats are in phenomenal, phenomenal condition. Usually the bolsters have a lot of wear. UU seat pedals all the way through. Once again, the trim is very, very clean. No imperfections. We did a full Alcantara interior on the entire headliner, the pillars. We're still not done. There's a couple little things that we have to do to it, but the pictures will show it a little bit better. But it came out absolutely beautiful. It's pretty much on all the pillars and the entire roof and the rear part, and it's a beautiful, beautiful finish. Finished off with the e-brake controller and the shift boot as well. So we'll go ahead and take this thing on a quick test drive. All the buttons are extremely, extremely clean on this vehicle.
From design to installation,
I'm gonna go ahead and put my seatbelt on real quick.
Office located on Main Street. For more info, their number is 800-200-8663 or online at silentpartnersecurity.com. A well-maintained roof system is one of the most...
This vehicle does have 164,000 miles on it, but I have no problem giving a peace of mind warranty for, you know, 2 weeks, 1,000 miles on this vehicle. We do a lot of E46 M3s here. We would have never put this much time and effort between the wheels, suspension, coilovers, bumper, kidney grill. I mean, all the stuff that we did, the Alcantara alone, you know, that took us about 20 hours to do everything, if not even more. So we would have never invested this much time and money into a vehicle with 164 unless it was just absolutely phenomenally taken care of, ran perfect, everything else. So this car is definitely for someone who wants a, you know, tastefully modded M3 but doesn't want one that was previously modded for years and years by someone and maybe dog it out. This car came to us pretty much bone stock, and you know, all the upgrades were done here in house, and they were just put on the vehicle. So you got to keep that in mind. And with the 6-speed manual, no SMG, these engines are phenomenal. You have no weak part of the transmission, so they have no problem going forever. Car does have a great sounding exhaust as well. I'm obviously driving a manual with 2 hands and holding the camera, so it will be a little bit tricky, but just to show you how well this vehicle drives and handles. Absolutely no drone from the exhaust. That's the only performance upgrade as far as engine wise, if you want to even call it an upgrade, is the exhaust. Clutch is absolutely perfect in the vehicle. We've had this vehicle in. It hasn't been a high priority project vehicle. We have so many projects going on. We do restorations. We do all sorts of stuff, and we've actually first got this vehicle in probably, I have to look at the title, but maybe a year ago. So we've had it for quite a while, working on it here and there in the shop when we had time in between projects and everything else. And I've put a lot of time in the driver's seat on this car, and there's not one issue this vehicle's ever had. And I've almost thought about just getting on the market for a used supercharger for, you know, a few grand and popping it in here and just making it a really cool daily driver car for myself. So we are putting it on the market for sale. Obviously, no rush to sell if it doesn't sell. Makes a great daily driver for myself, but we spent so much time and effort on this car that I would definitely not mind keeping it. Interior is absolutely beautiful for the year and miles. No wear, no abuse. All the Alcantara headliner looks awesome. It also smells great inside. It's a different smell than what other interiors have. It has a very unique scent to it. Car is very, very responsive, even with the very wide wheels in the back. This thing has no trouble spinning tires through second gear hard and biting third gear very hard as well. If there's something that you do want to add or change on the vehicle, just let us know and we can accommodate that as well. The amount of money that this car is going to sell for and what we're asking for it, I think it would be near impossible to duplicate a car that looks this good, drives this good, sounds this good with all new parts for anywhere near the amount of money that we're going to be asking, and that you would have to spend to buy a car, do all the stuff and everything else. It's one thing if this car had these parts and they're used, but I mean, just the tires alone, there's so many items on this car that would cost somebody a ton of money to put in. So like I said, this car driving down the road and driving it and being in it feels like a much more expensive car than what it's going to cost somebody to purchase it. So that's why we don't mind putting some money and time into a car with miles, especially if it's a very well taken care of car that's going to last a long time with proper maintenance and servicing. I've probably been in the driver's seat of probably 40 to 50 E46 M3s. Owned them throughout my life, big fan of them. Been selling them for a long time as well. This thing drives just as good as any M3 that I've ever driven. Suspension feels phenomenal. It's a great ride. When you hit a bump, it doesn't jar you. It's a very, very nice ride. Full brand new coilovers. If you're looking to keep the cost down, there's some things we can take off the vehicle. For example, wheels and tires, coilovers. So we can kind of fit the vehicle for your budget and likings as well. Just instant throttle